Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bill Levinson, managing partner with Levinson and Associates. With us today, we have the Andrew Paris, one of our top marketers here at Levinson and Associates, and then we have our guest speaker, Alan Hurry, is on with us as well. We're going to go over some great new information, some awesome new technology, some commission bonuses, okay, which I know everyone loves to hear about. And then we're also going to talk about some neat value add, exclusive sales programs offered only by Levinson and Associates. So some new ways to get your foot in the door and share your story ultimately. And that's the name of the game for today's presentation. We are excited, as always, about this webinar today. We try to bring some new value add to every agent's portfolio every single week, and that's what we've done today. So take out a pen and paper, jot down notes, questions, comments. We want to hear from you. Good, bad, indifferent. We create these weekly webinars just for you. So if there's something that you want to see or something you didn't see, please feel free to share. We also have a question box in the top right corner or the bottom corner, depending on your screen setup. But yes, feel free to ask questions. If you're curious about a certain product or carrier, also let us know. Okay, now what we're talking about today is a awesome company that's been around a long time, and the reason why I speak so highly of them, first of all, they're one of our core companies here at Levinson, and I don't say that lightly. The reason why, first of all, they have approved our scholarship program, so that within itself is huge. Okay, so everything you're about to hear today comes with our free scholarship for all of your prospects and clients, so that's a huge plus. Then they have a technology selling platform that's second to none with very, very competitive products in a non-med platform, okay, coupled with the e-app, e-policy delivery, all approved, okay? If there's no red flags and underwriting flies through, we have 2-minute decisions. So if your client falls into that criteria with no red flags or hiccups, you literally have an approval in a couple of minutes. So that is huge. And we all know and have heard about a lot of carriers now. They're getting into this great technology with underwriting, but the issue is, and we're hearing it over and over, is most of their cases are not going through the non-med program, okay? And they're literally getting like 1 out of 20 cases approved. The rest of them are going through the full underwriting process. And I will say, with Sagicor, okay, and I just gave away the secret carrier name, with Sagicor, they are pushing these through like I've never seen, okay? So again, if there's no red flags, no secrets that are underneath the covers, if you will, then you will have an approval in a couple of minutes. So great stuff here. I don't want to steal any of Alan's thunder. He's going to present in about 5 to 10 minutes here. But what I do want to tell you about quickly is what's new here at Levinson, and then I'm going to dive into the scholarship program for just a few minutes. But I think it's very important because when you hear Alan speak, you're going to hear some great sales ideas, and you're going to hear about some neat products, and they have a new bonus on the annuity side, and then on the new IUL product, as well as the no-lapse UL product. So as you're listening to these great products and enhancements and riders, I want you to also say to yourself, wow, if I use some of these products coupled with this scholarship program, this could be huge. And I can start to market this today via, e-blasts or seminars or webinars and get some new clients literally this afternoon. So that's why I want to tee it up with some of our great value add, and then we're going to introduce Alan. So what's new at Levinson and Associates? So as you know, we don't just sit back here and say, oh, we have 16,000 agents now in every city in the country and we're doing just fine. Well, we all know you might be doing fine today, but that doesn't mean you're doing fine tomorrow, okay? You're only as good as your last sale. And the same thing goes for us and for every carrier even out there, okay? You constantly have to innovate and step up your game day in and day out. And we know how that works, okay? We've constantly been growing since literally 1972. And we've done that because we're always creating and innovating, okay? That's the name of the game. We have our life settlement division now up and running. Our senior health division will be up and running Q1. Now we're getting a lot of questions and comments. Agents are ready to get contracted on the health side. And I will say, okay, that when we present a new division, department, we have to make sure that it's 110%. We have all of the top carriers, contracts, lead programs, and most important, the support in the office here in South Florida on Coral Springs. So we're not going to launch until we are 100% ready to go, which we will be by Q1 of this year. Okay, so we'll keep everybody abreast of what's going on with our senior health division. The Sell While You Sleep platform, now that is a game changer. Okay, we have our first demo tomorrow afternoon, so we're very excited about this. And if you're confused about Levinson Sell While You Sleep platform, think Amazon. Okay, think about going on Amazon this afternoon and ordering your coffee for the coffee machine, your tennis shoes to go running at night, and your baseball hat for your dog walks on the weekends. Okay, and you're going to one place and you're buying 3 things from 3 different vendors, all through the Amazon dashboard. Same process, but for insurance products. We are going to start with over 10 products from 4 different carriers, okay, all on one dashboard where your client can go on to your own site, think Amazon, but it's for insurance, but it has your picture, your company name, it's your website. The client goes on, they can run quotes, they can compare side-by-side products, and apply right from your website with no agent involvement, okay? And you still get full commissions, full renewals. You control your book of business, so there's no gray area. You're literally selling insurance, but it's all done through your website, just like Amazon. First time it's ever been done in our industry, okay? Another Levinson first, and I'm so proud of this. Okay, it's a huge step forward in the insurance brokerage space. You're going to see this also launched by Q1. Couldn't be any more excited. New carrier additions. Just added Lafayette Life and Lumico to the mix. Of course, they're no Sagicor. They're not as well-rounded with many competitive products to choose from. But in the final expense and whole life space, they have some great options. Okay, case status, our data view platform. This is important. And the reason why I wanted Andrew to highlight this is because everyone can go on our website as soon as we hang up the call, not right now, and you can go into case status, okay, from the Kerry Levinson site and look at all of your cases, okay? If you want to maybe work your existing book of business or policies that are in force, declined, approved, whatever, you can see every single thing, just like if you were a case manager sitting in the office here. If you want to look at all your appointments, if you're set up on advance, agent numbers, everything is available to you via the data view option on our website, which it'll say case status. And then if you have a downline and agents under you, you can also look at all of their cases in real-time fashion. So if you're not set up on there, which you should be, but if you're not, just let one of our marketers know and we will make sure that you are set up. But you can go check that out as soon as we hang up today's call. Okay, we have the world's first iSolve permanent quote engine. Again, never been done before, okay? Think about our term quote engine on our website. Same exact process, same mindset, but for all permanent quotes. So IUL, UL, whole life, this shows you target premium, short pays. You'll be able to go to the full signature illustration page. All of this info will populate into an e-app or drop ticket platform. Those 2 functions are soon to come. We were promised this year, but the quote engine is up and running today. So you can go check it out as soon as we hang up the call as well, and it's free to all Levinson agents. Okay, let's move forward here. We have our Bill Levinson Experience podcast just launched. The reason why I wanted to bring this up, very, very proud of this. The first episode was just recorded with my mentor, Jeff Levitet's Cleveland Clinic's Man of the Year, Forbes 150 member year after year. Jeff owns the largest privately held business in the state of Florida. So a great, great guy, a great businessman, great philanthropist, very proud of what he's done. He's my mentor for over 20 years. So you'll hear me interview Jeff, and we're going to talk all about motivation and business and inspiration. So if you haven't heard that yet, please, please check it out, comment, rate it. I would love to hear from you, and I just want to hear your thoughts overall. And if you like it, please share, okay, because that means the world to us. It's the ultimate compliment. This is available on YouTube, on your iTunes smartphone, any Apple iPhone, Google Play. You can also access through there, and Spotify, of course. So check it out. Episode 2, we're going to have Joe Ross, one of the best insurance trainers in the country, in my opinion. Then I have Paul Feldman, the owner of Insurance Newsnet magazine. And then we also locked up Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk, if you haven't heard of him, he owns Vayner Media, Gary V, he's also known as. This guy is the social media and marketing king, okay, now and in the future. He is like a young Tony Robbins. So I'm sitting with Gary on March 19th. We're going to literally go back and forth for an hour where we are recording the entire podcast and interview, and we're going to talk all about marketing yourself in 2019 and in the future. So it's going to be a great podcast. I hope you don't miss it. We're going to let everyone know via email when that episode is ready to be heard. Okay, moving forward here, the scholarship platform, a huge tool for everyone on the call, and the reason why is you're bringing so much value to your prospects and clients. You're not just talking about life insurance anymore or annuities. You're also talking about helping their children, okay, fund a 4-year college tuition. By literally, the scholarship pays for 1 year of tuition. It's 25% off each year. This is a huge value add. If you're having a seminar or webinar, you can give out our $500 gift card for everyone that attends, even if they don't buy a policy from you. So Sagicor is one of our approved companies, so they're close to our heart, as you can imagine. But take advantage of this platform. It's free to you. There's no commission reduction. This is just another value add by Levinson. We have these pins on the bottom right corner. We have some agents that walk around all day with those pins on, and it just sparks conversation and gives you a chance to share your business card and not just talk about life insurance anymore. Now you're going to show this client a way, yes, to protect their future, but also a way that's going to help little Johnny or little Jenny get through college, okay, by literally paying for 1 year of a 4-year tuition. So tons of value add. We have over 400 colleges now in the program. And again, we're adding 1 to 2 schools every single month. So definitely make sure that you are a Sage Active agent today. We're going to send out all the material in our thank you email, but check out this program. Okay, Andrew's going to take it from here. He's going to talk a little bit more about the program so you understand the way it works, and then we're going to introduce Alan in a couple of minutes. Andrew, you there?
Yes, thank you, Bill. Appreciate the time. Just want to go over with you guys the scholarship program in a little bit more detail. I just want to go over the highlights and give you guys a real taste of why Bill and us here at Levinson & Associates are so passionate about this program. This is the ultimate door opener and lead generator and loyalty program for your business. If you think about it, there's nothing in the market right now that has the ability for you to offer a loyalty or rewards program to your client because they decided to do business with you versus doing business with another agent. We get frequent flyer miles, we get credit card points, we get all these points coming at us at all different angles for being retail customers, but nobody in the marketplace is doing what we're doing with this scholarship program. So think of this as the ultimate loyalty program that you get to give to your clients for making that decision to come on board with you. So if you look on the screen in front of you here, you might be thinking, okay, how viable of a program is this? I give my clients these points and they make the purchase with me. How is it used and is it working? Well, Tuition Rewards came out with a statistic that $62.1 million were submitted to our member colleges in 2016. We're still calculating for 2017. It's probably going to be well over 80, close to $100 million. And in 2019, it's going to be breaking some serious records. So to me, if you're in the $60 to $100 million tuition redemption range, this program's working, it's doing something right, and it's really helping people. So if you are not using this program, you have to get involved. There are some great schools on this program, and it's just, like I said, the ultimate door opener to get you in the door and make that sale. On the next slide here, I'm going to show you how to show your clients how the points breakdown works. Okay, so there's numerous ways that the consumer can earn points. So they make points for purchase. They also make points for sending you referrals. They can make points for sitting down and doing a policy review with you. But what you'll notice here is that this program really solidifies the relationship with the consumer. So you're getting the policy on the books and you're keeping it on the books. That's number one. You're getting new customers, and you're also getting review opportunities to maybe pivot to a new product or convert the product you sold. So this is really a game changer, and each point is worth $1. Okay, so this is where it gets really powerful here. If you sell a Sagicor Universal Life policy or term policy or any of Sagicor's products that Alan will be going over, they get 5,000 points. Okay, just like that. That's $5,000 discount day one. Okay, if they decide they want to keep the policy long term, they're going to have additional scholarship discounts in the thousands and thousands, and the list goes on and on. So this is really, like I said, a game changer. We firmly stand behind this. Sagicor is on the leading, cutting edge here of this program with us, and you definitely want to get involved. On the next slide here, I'm going to show you all the resources available to you on CarrieLevinson.com under the Marketing tab. You'll notice that we have brochures, handouts, Professor 101 training, which is basically a way for you to show your client how this program works and really teach them the basics of college planning and what it's going to take from an insurance perspective, just from a college funding mindset. Maybe this is a good pivoting strategy for your IUL sale, but these resources on our website are invaluable, and they're really going to help you take that business to the next level. Also, if you're using our free retail website with lead capture and quoting capabilities, that also has a free page on every agent website about scholarship. So if your client happens to be browsing your website and they see something about a free scholarship, they can put their information in and it automatically generates a lead and you're notified immediately. So now you've just created a free lead using a completely free platform that Levinson's paying for, and it's at no cost. You got something for nothing. And it's a great way to just talk, get in the door, create that loyalty like we always say. So get on the website, check this out, get appointed with one of the 12 carriers below. Sagicor is at the top of the list, and we'll get you up and running. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it back to Bill, and he's going to go over the non-med portfolio that we have. Bill?
All right, good stuff, Andrew. And I know there's a lot of information here, and we're talking kind of fast. We're trying to get through our section so Alan can take over. So what we can do, as soon as we hang up, call any one of our marketers. We'll make sure that you're comfortable with the entire platform so you could start talking about this and sound intelligent. And you can speak to new prospects and clients and use a bunch of our marketing material to help spread the word. And what I'm going to do after the call, whoever wants one of our free scholarship pins, okay, that's that magnetic pin that I showed earlier, and it's great for opening doors and sparking conversation. Okay, I would wear it everywhere. Agents go to the supermarket with these things on. I mean, it's great. So if you're appointed with Sagicor or you get appointed with Sagicor, we will mail you out your free pin this afternoon. So just send me an email, let us know, and we'll get you set up. Okay, so what we did to help simplify your world on the Carrie Levinson website, for all of our non-medical carriers and products, we have one spreadsheet that shows you everything at your fingertips. You can print this off if it's easier, but as you can see, Sagicor has that red box around it, and the reason why, look at their max benefit for non-med, up to $1 million, age 65, with an EAP and those instant decisions. That is huge, okay? Also on iGo, which is another big plus. So make sure you check that out. And then if you want product material, either, let's say, client video, client brochures, if you want to customize some pieces, go to our website under Carrier Resources. It'll say product info and brochures on the next slide. And then you literally click on that button and everything opens up, everything Sagicor related. Andrew, if we can, there you go, perfect. So product info and brochures, it's highlighted in blue. Everything Sagicor related is at your fingertips. And then if there's something that you don't see, just let us know and we can gladly email it out to you or go over that specific piece with you on a phone call. So no problem with that. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to roll into our feature presenter of the day, Mr. Alan Hurry, our Regional Sales Manager from Sagicor Life. Alan, are you there?
Yes, I am, Bill. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Terrific, everyone. As Bill had mentioned, a lot of companies are out there and they're promoting their automated underwriting, but is it really an automated underwriting? In that situation, what you find oftentimes is it goes through the underwriting process, but then it immediately comes back after the policy has been issued and they ask for additional information. With Sagicor, our accelerating process was one that we developed years ago based on feedback that we got from you guys, the agents, saying that they wanted a process that would be easy for their clients in order to go through and not have to come back later on and say, oh, by the way, we're going to order an APS or we're going to order an exam. So how does accelerating work? We developed an automated engine working with clinical reference labs years ago where we pull an RX check, an MIB, an MBR, and we also do an ID Verify and a LexisNexis in as fast as 2 minutes. Now, this is unheard of in the industry. There's so many companies out there that are trying to get into this market, and what happens is they're coming back with a 15 or 20-minute underwriting decision, but then they're coming back later and asking for more information. With us, we're not going to do that. You do not have to be face-to-face with the insured in order to get the accelerating offer. You can be in person, you can use your tablet, you can use a laptop, and the person can either sign on the tablet with their finger, they can use an e-signature pad on the laptop, or even if you're sitting in front of the client, they want to look at it, go through it, make sure that everything is correct. You can email it to them, either right then while you're sitting with them, or you can actually take the application over the phone. You email it to them, they pull it up, they take a look at everything, click on the boxes that everything looks acceptable, and they shoot it back to you, and it goes through the automated underwriting. We also have instituted a credit card initial payment option. A lot of times people are saying, okay, I want to pay by credit card on the initial payment, and then you can bank draft later on. So we will actually do that up to $2,500 for that initial premium. So let's talk about a couple of the products where this comes into play. Our latest product is the Sage IUL. With this particular product, you have upside potential with index crediting and downside protection. You've got flexibility in premium payments. And of course, you've got the living benefits, which are income tax-free, death benefit, tax-free cash accumulation, and there's tax-free withdrawals and loans. And with this particular product, we have a chronic illness benefit that's automatically built into the product. And it's inherent. There's no additional cost for this chronic illness benefit. And the way that it works is that if the client cannot complete 2 of 6 ADLs, they're going to qualify for this accelerated death benefit through the chronic illness benefit. So with this product, it issues up to age 85. The underwriting classes are preferred through Table 8, both non-tobacco and tobacco. And from ages 18 to 50, you can go up to a $1 million death benefit by using the accelerating process. And from ages 51 to 65, up to a $500,000 death benefit going through accelerating. The chronic illness benefit terminal condition rider, like I mentioned, is automatically included with no additional underwriting or initial costs. And once the person has been in this program for 11 years or more, they get a 0.5% additional bonus credited, and that's guaranteed 11 years and thereafter. Through this product, the way we've designed it is there's 3 interest crediting options, and 2 of those include index strategies. And you have either fixed or variable loan options depending on, when you decide that you want to take a loan. And the no lapse guarantee up to age 69 is 10 years, and age 70 and thereafter is 5 years. So taking a look at this, let's say, for example, that the person wants to take advantage of the bonus strategy on the S&P. It's a 12% cap. On the global side, it's a 70% par. And that par is broken down by 50% using the S&P 500, 30% using the Euro Stoxx 50, and 20% using the Hang Seng. So let's go through an example. Let's say, for example, that the individual put 100% of their premium into the global market. If the S&P had an index return of 19.42%, the Euro Stoxx 50 6.49, and the Hang Seng 35.99, and using that 50-30-20 index percentage, the credited strategy would come out to 18.86%. At a 70% par, they would have a total interest credit on that policy of 13.2%. That is an awesome return for somebody who's got a guaranteed death benefit within a policy that wants to utilize the global strategy. But let's say, for example, that they did not want to use global. Let's say that they wanted to use the S&P 500. If we do a performance comparison and we go back 20 years historical on this, the 20-year average performance for the S&P 500 index bonus strategy with Sagicor is 6.96%. And the global multi-index bonus strategy is 8.86%. So even using the S&P, putting 100% into the S&P instead of using the global, you still have a very tremendous return there. Now let's say, once again, the accelerating advantage, no telephone interview ever, no paramed exam, no APS. There's an e-application for a quick approval and an underwriting decision in as quick as 2 minutes, and you don't have to chase the person down for policy delivery because it can be delivered by e-delivery. So that's awesome in the situation to where you have a policy delivery sheet that's required, or maybe there's an amendment for some reason. Maybe there was a typo on a name or something. You don't have to chase down that amendment because it's going to be automatically included in that e-delivery. Now let's say that the person says, well, I really don't want an IUL, but I'd be interested in a guaranteed UL. I don't care about the cash value. All I care about is the death benefit. Well, our Sage No Lapse UL has an accelerating benefit up to $400,000 up to age 65. And once again, no telephone interview, no fluids, no APSs, no parameds required. And the underwriting classes here are preferred non-tobacco and standard, preferred tobacco and standard tobacco, and a rated classification. If they want to go over 400,000, then that's also available. They can go up to an unlimited amount, and they will actually go up to a table 8 in that situation. The chronic illness benefit is automatically included at no additional cost, and this is extremely competitive both in the single pay and the life pay. So if you have an individual who wants to dial in a guaranteed death benefit, they can do that. Let's say, for example, that you have an individual that's sitting with a bunch of lazy money in a CD or someplace where they're not earning much money, and they're concerned with getting a really good return on that investment immediately, and also have an opportunity for withdrawals and availability of their money at any particular point. Our fixed index single premium whole life also goes through the accelerating process. It's available issue ages 18 to 85, and remember that we use age last birthday at Sagicor. So if you've got somebody who's very close to having an age change and other companies are going to put them a year older, be sure to take a look at Sagicor because it could save them a lot of money by using our age last birthday. So with this particular product, you've got an immediate bonus of 10% on the single premium. So somebody putting in $100,000 immediately gets a $10,000 bonus from day one. On this product, you have a guaranteed return of premium from day one. If at any time that person is unhappy with their policy, we guarantee them from day one, we will give them back 100% of their initial premium deposit. Other companies don't do that. They grade it in. It takes 3 to 5 years, may even take longer than that for them to get 100% back. We guarantee 100% return of premium from day one. They are allowed partial withdrawals. And once again, you've got 3 crediting strategy options here. You've got a declared rate strategy, you have a strategy tied to the S&P, or you have a strategy that's tied to the global multi-index with an annual point-to-point. We also include the chronic illness rider at no additional cost or underwriting. So once again, if you're using a carrier and trying to attach a long-term care rider and the person is being declined because of that long-term care rider, be sure to look at our fixed index single premium whole life. And the reason is because we only underwrite this product for mortality. We do not underwrite for morbidity. So the person is getting this chronic illness rider for absolutely no additional cost. And once again, as long as they're unable to perform 2 of 6 ADLs, eating, toileting, transferring, walking, bathing, dressing, incontinence, they qualify in order to get this benefit. And the way that it works is that they can elect to accelerate a portion of their death benefit, which is the lesser of $250,000 or an amount equal to the death benefit minus $25,000. What we do is we take the amount that they choose and we pay it out in 33 equal monthly installments. Now, some states will require that we do a lump sum. And in that situation, we pay out 90% of the lump sum that they've asked for. But this is an indemnity style payment. So once the person has filled out the claim form and they start to get the payments, they can use it for whatever they want. There's no receipts that are required, and the claim form is only submitted one time. They do not have to continue to qualify for this once they've qualified for it initially. So once again, the crediting options, if they want to take the declared rate strategy, the interest rate is 3.5%. On this particular product, the S&P strategy has a 7% cap, and the global look-back advantage strategy currently has a par rate of 65. But with this product, it has a minimum guaranteed interest rate of 2%. So a person cannot lose on this particular product. Once again, qualifies for the accelerating advantage. No parameds, no phone interviews, quick underwriting decision. And the way that we determine the accelerating on this is we take the net amount at risk. So if the person is between the ages of 18 and 65, we will go up to $250,000 net amount at risk. So if the person's putting in $400,000, of course, they're going to qualify for that. If they want to put in $1 million, then we would underwrite the portion that is over the $250,000 net amount at risk. So you're saying, well, what if my client's uninsurable? What if I'm working with somebody that just doesn't qualify? They have some medical problems. Well, Sagicor has awesome annuities. And one of our latest annuities is our Sage Secure. It's a fixed indexed annuity. And with this particular product, it's available to age 90. You can actually get a 10-year fixed indexed annuity on a 90-year-old. That's unheard of. Most companies only go to age 80 or 85. And with this particular product, you can go up to $750,000 of premium without even getting a home office approval in advance. If you want to put in more than $750,000, if the client wants to do $1 million, then we would need advanced approval on that. But the first $750,000, you don't even need permission. Just submit the application. It's available with a 10% penalty-free withdrawal starting in year 2. There's no annual contract fees, and the nursing home, confined care, terminal illness benefits included at no additional cost. So this is, once again, it's an awesome way for your client in order to get something at older ages. So let's take a look at this again. The S&P 500 cap on this particular product currently on the 10-year is 6.3%. On the global multi-index par, it's at 70% for the 10-year product. So once again, the way that we work it is we take 50% of the S&P, 30% of the Euro Stock 50, and 20% of the Hang Seng if you're using the global multi-index. If a person wants something that looks and feels like a CD, because a lot of people have lazy money sitting in CDs, then our MYGA products have really been hot. And what's happening here is it's an e-application. You can do a paper app if you want to, but we encourage the e-application because they fly through. And once again, the owner and the annuitant can be up to 90 years of age. So with this, you have a minimum premium of $15,000. You can go up to $750,000 without home office approval. I've seen as much as $1.5 million and $2 million coming in on these 5-year MYGAs. They have a 10% penalty-free withdrawal allowed starting in contract year 2, and they have a penalty-free window of 30 days following the end of the guaranteed period. So what's happening is, let's say they take a 5-year MYGA, and at the end of 5 years, they've got that 30-day window in which to either cash out, move it into something else. So that's always available to them. So the advantages of doing business with Sagicor: daily commissions. We pay every day. So once that policy issues and goes paid, your commissions are going to drop within 24 hours. You have access to a dedicated producer resource center. We have people on the phones from 8 to 8, coast to coast, that are available to help you run an illustration, answer questions. If you're in the field, you're with somebody, and you get stuck on an application, you can call them and they can actually look at your app and they can say, check this box or uncheck that box, and you'll be able to speed right through it. You've got updated pending policy data on our producer portal. It's available to you 24/7, and you get paid more with us with e-applications. It gives you more time to sell, less overhead with our accelerating process. It eliminates the needs to order your APSs, your parameds, track down people to do telephone interviews, and it eliminates the cost of you having to worry about policy delivery. So once again, we have a leading automated simplified issue platform with our e-application and our e-delivery, giving you that underwriting decision in about 2 minutes. What I want to finish up with is I want to bring to your attention, Sagicor has an annuity commission incentive through April 30th of this year, and an additional 15% commission bonus on all of our IUL and guaranteed UL products through June 30th. So all things equal, company to company, if you have an opportunity to earn an additional 15% on our IUL or UL product or an annuity bonus, commission bonus through April 30th, be sure to take a look at our stuff, because with everything that we have going, we are extremely, extremely competitive out there in the marketplace. So I appreciate you guys attending today's presentation. If you need to get in touch with us, the number for us is 888-724-4267, and the extension is 4680. That will put you right into our producer resource center to where they can answer any questions or give you any additional information. So thank you, Bill and Andrew. I appreciate the time today. I will stay on the line in case anybody has any questions.
Yep, great stuff. We actually have a closed line because the number of attendees. But once again, too, call our office. We'll make sure we get you set up. We'll get your free scholarship pin, and then also take advantage of the leads for contracting incentives. So even if you're already appointed, we will match or beat your existing grid, okay, when you transfer over to Levinson. So take advantage of the free batch of leads with your first application, and then we'll match, or most times beat, your existing commission grid. We'll send out everything in the thank you email. Okay, we're also going to discuss some giveaways at the end of the call. We're done in about 7 to 8 minutes here. So real quick, first of all, I want to thank Alan and Laura. As always, great job. But we have these great ideas now, the scholarship program paired with these awesome products and bonuses. So now you have to figure out a way to market this stuff, right? You got to get the message out. And these days, with the internet and social media and YouTube, there is no excuse for you not to get the word out and even, sit down tonight. I always say this on the webinars, have your spouse record you from literally your smartphone, okay? And you can talk about, how great IUL is and how you can help with your clients' children's education by utilizing this free scholarship program, and talk about some of the colleges that are in the platform. There's so much value add there, okay? And then you can also think about this, let's say that the client purchases an IUL with a scholarship program, 15 years out, when that child starts to attend college, you have 1 year free, and then typically you'll have enough cash value in that IUL to pay for a full 4-year tuition, plus a guaranteed death benefit that goes along with all of this. So there's so many ideas, okay? All you have to do is be yourself, okay, and get the message out. Record a 1-minute video talking about this. Put it on your Facebook, in your Instagram, in your LinkedIn and Twitter pages, okay? Even if you get 1 like or 1 follower, that's fine, because it's 1 more than what you had yesterday, okay? And the 1 turns into 10, which turns into 50, and then 100, and next thing you know, you become the local South Florida go-to life insurance agent. And that's the name of the game, and that's when things start to change. But you got to get yourself out there and network and use these social media tools. And you can make fun of the younger generation and say, oh, that's just not for me, I'm too old for this, or whatever the case is. But the bottom line is everyone now is on the internet and on their smartphones. You walk around a mall or a park or Disney World, everyone has their phones glued to their eyeball. So that tells us, right, as life insurance agents and IMOs, we have to be out there and get the exposure. So there's so many ways to do this, and we have a bunch of ideas. Our whole platform is free for you, okay? If you want to use the free website builder, no charge, okay? We have the basic CRM version up to 100 contacts, free. Okay, this is all turnkey, no charge. If you want to use the prospecting tool, okay, you can literally say, okay, Bill, I want to start to market to young families and young professionals, and I'm going to use this IUL hook, paired with the scholarship program. So I'm going to go in your database, and I want to pull, and we literally have over 1 million prospects in here to choose from. You can say, okay, I want everyone between the ages of 30 and 55 with young children that make at least 6 digits of annual income a year, and the system will spit out names, numbers, phone numbers, okay, and addresses, so you can reach out today and start to get the message out. It's a no-brainer. We even have the Plus version called Agency Automator Plus, same concept, but if you're recruiting downline agents, okay, you can use all of this value add with scholarship and all of our other technology and start to bring in agents to your hierarchy. Okay, and then they get full access just like you have to us, and you sit back and make, 5%, 10%, 20%, okay, whatever override you want to hold, no problem. Okay, with us, all of our contracts are direct to the carrier, so there's no pieces of the pie taken out. So it's us, you, and then whatever downline agents report to you. It's that simple, okay? And there's a lot of these other agencies that have these MLM type of levels, and there's 10 people that are taking out commissions, okay, or pieces of the pie, and then service-wise, there's 10 hands in the pot, and by the time you get an answer for something, it's days later. So the point is, you have a great opportunity here with Levinson, but you have to put your foot forward and take advantage of this stuff. Okay, the list goes on and on. I'm not going to get into it right now because it'll take literally an hour, but call any one of our marketers. We'll make sure that you are up and running and comfortable with everything. Another great idea, okay, especially if you want to get your arms wrapped around a lot of this technology and you want to learn a little bit more and listen to our keynote speaker at the expo and network with other agents, okay, we have our annual expo coming up. Andrew's going to talk about this quickly, and then he's going to share with you some other live agent training events that are coming up this month, and it's so important, okay? And we all know the day you stop learning, you might as well not even be in this business anymore, okay? Always be open-minded because the industry is changing so fast with technology and products, so you have to be open to these webinars and the annual Agent Expo. Andrew's going to show you exactly what this looks like and share some dates and times so you can make notes and make sure you don't miss these. Andrew?
Yep, thanks, Bill. On this next slide here, we have our 2019 Agent Expo. I know we say this a lot if you call in and you speak to myself and our marketing staff here, but you cannot miss this event. If you haven't been here before, even if you have, you definitely want to come down here, mark your calendar for 5/10. This is going to be a game-changing experience for you and your business. Okay, so we have agents flying around from all over the country. They're going to be flying and driving in to this event. We're going to have hundreds and hundreds of agents here. We're going to have carrier VPs, underwriters, the ability to network with these professionals from these carriers and really understand the inside information, new products, new sales strategies, things you can actually take away for your business. This is not just a rah-rah speech talking about how you need to sell more business with Levinson. We obviously want the business, but we want to do this the right way. We want to give you true value, true information, get you access to all the VPs and everybody across the industry that you have the pleasure of working with through Levinson. So you definitely want to mark your calendar. If you want to come here on Levinson's dime, we will pay for your airfare. We will pay for your hotel. Just make sure you're active and writing with us. $15,000 gets you in the door of paid premium. We will pay for your hotel room. We have other packages available for 40+ thousand, but definitely make sure, see where you are. If you have a couple of cases that are coming up, get it in before March 31st of 2019. That's the cutoff. You got to get in so we can get you a room and get you here to the expo. Joe Ross, as Bill mentioned, is our keynote speaker for 2019. He is a revolutionary sales trainer for our business. Really will change the way you think about products, the way you position the products, really has a way with words and really has an understanding of our business, 40+ years in the business, and really is a no-brainer. You got to check him out. If you see him and you don't find him enjoyable, please let us know. We need to know about that because we're true fans of his and we're so honored to have him at this event. So definitely get here and we'll see you on the other side. Next up, I have the training schedule that we have coming up for our agency automator platform. Okay, so this is the tool that Bill just went over that goes over how to build your live website, how to prospect. So on Monday, we have our AssureWorks target marketing demo where you can get your name all over the internet, get it on Google, get it on Facebook, get it on ESPN, wherever your clients are frequenting. We want your name there talking about insurance-related products and how they can get a quote. On Tuesday, our website builder live demo. So we're talking about how you can integrate the scholarship program with your website and how to drive traffic, but you need to know how to build it as well and how to understand how to use it. So that's on Tuesday. On Wednesday, our CRM program demo, and on Thursday, our prospecting demo, where Bill was mentioning how you can target over 28 million and 6 million business owners for thousands of new leads for your business. You want to understand how to use that and really leverage that technology. And on Friday in yellow, that's our best practices webinar. That's brand new. So this is where you're going to be able to actually see and hear from agents that are already using the tool and have found success with it. This is what I'm doing right. This is what needs work. This is how I leverage this technology or this message. So get on that call. If you're using it, great. If you're not, sign up for it. Ask myself or anybody here on marketing. We'll get you set up with Agency Automator right away. Last up here, we have our free agent website enhancements webinar on 3/7. Do not miss this. We're going to go over all of the new tools, including the scholarship page, so you can better understand how to use the website. Okay, so I'm going to give it back to Bill, and he's going to go over our Positive Tuesday quote. Bill?
Okay, good stuff, Andrew. Thank you. So you've heard some great ideas, okay, and I know you're taking notes, right? And you made some comments, which are great, but think to yourself, okay, and I'm going to give you just a quick example, the scholarship platform, okay? Think about this for a minute. once you enroll a client, and by the way, even if you sold a past policy with any of our approved carriers, we have over 10 carriers now, okay? You can go back to that client and say, great news, I'm now enrolled in the Sage Tuition Rewards program through Levinson, and now I can give your child or any blood relative access to the free scholarship program, even if they don't buy anything from you, okay? And what I would say is all you have to do is give me a referral, right? And then what happens is as soon as they give you a referral, you deposit another 500 credits in their account. Well, each credit is equivalent to $1 of scholarship. Okay, then annual policy reviews. Every single year, you go back to those clients, and guess what? You can give them another 500 points in their account when they sit down with you to go over their policy and to see if anything has changed, or maybe they need a long-term care policy, or maybe they can give you another referral. So the ideas go on, and that's why what we did is all the free websites, so right, we give out the free retail website. It's on the website builder platform through us. We built in a scholarship page because when your clients are on your website running quotes or looking at articles or newsletters, they're going to see it'll mention scholarship on the top right corner. They click it, it tells them all about the scholarship program. And then there's a request more info button, which goes right to you, which just created a new lead. Okay, so that's how you have to think. You know, I don't want to waste any of your time and minutes on these webinars. I want you to walk away with a new strategy or sales idea that will help you get your foot in the door. There's so many ways to do this and to look at this. And we, as an IMO, we feel that it's our job to give you these new ideas and strategies and technologies to help you get up to par and make sure that there's no other agents out there that can surpass you with marketing ability and programs and products. So that's the way we look at it. We take it very, very serious, as you can see. I want to end with this. First of all, if you transfer your Sagicor contract over to Levinson, or sign up with Sagicor today, and there's no charge. We obviously pay for your resident state fees. We'll mail you out your free Sage pin. It says, ask me about free scholarships. Okay, and like I said, agents walk around with that all day long. Also, if you transfer any contracts over to us, as soon as you write your first app, we send you a free batch of leads. That's called leads for contracting. We also match, or most of the time beat, your existing commission grid. So run with this stuff. I've already gotten a few emails as we're sitting on this webinar. How do I get started? Blah, blah, blah. So that is the way, and check your inbox. We're going to send out a thank you email. We'll have all of this information in that email, and I want to end with our positive Tuesday quotes, okay? And I think it's so important because you can have the best product in the world or a 280% commission contract, you know, whatever the case is. If you're not in the right mindset day in and day out, you're not going to be successful. I don't care if you're selling insurance or shoes or technology, whatever the case is. Make sure you're positive, and people want to be around that good energy, right? We all know how that is. The person that knows everything in the world but has their head down and they're so negative, we don't want to be around people like that. We want to buy from people like us in a good state of mind. So whatever it takes, you must find that day in and day out. We're going to end with our Positive Tuesday quotes. Focusing on problems only gives you more problems. Focusing on possibilities gives you more opportunities. With that said, let's all go out and make it happen. Have a great rest of the week, a good weekend, and great selling. Take care.